So first preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And start a pot of boiling water, which you're going to measure later. Next, grease the pan with butter and sprinkle with flour so your cake doesn't stick. Next, add the following ingredients into a bowl. 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt, I just want to take a note, this is a block of chocolate. It's not in a package, it's not in chips, it's not in this weird sort of thing. I just got a block at Whole Foods, you can get it at a wine shop, you can get it at any specialty shop. And it's just so much better than the stuff you get from Hershey's or from any other company. It's a lot stronger, it has a lot more sophisticated flavor, and get yourself a block of chocolate and not a package of chocolate. You'll be happy you did. So I have this nice mound of chocolate. Chocolate's a really good ingredient. Obviously, it's very edible just by itself, but it really does need something to heighten it a little bit. You can add some herbs or some fruit flavor or something like that. What we're using here is coffee. Coffee is probably the best in terms of offsetting the bitterness, because chocolate needs something to offset it. It needs a backdrop, and coffee does a really good job of that. Just take some coffee beans or some coffee grounds and just add a little bit of it, not too much, and your chocolate will taste a lot stronger and a lot better. So we're not going to add too much, just a few tablespoons. A lot of people with baking, they say that everything needs to be exact, and all of the chemistry stuff needs to be exact. So eggs, milk, flour, sugar, all that stuff is really, really precise. But things like chocolate, seasonings, herbs, etc., those are not things that need to be measured. You can kind of just scale those accordingly, because they're not going to affect the chemistry, texture, or integrity of the cake or whatever you're making. A half teaspoon of espresso powder, and half a cup of chocolate, and either a half a cup of cocoa powder or another quarter cup of chocolate, depending on how sweet you'd like your cake to be. Mix to combine. At this point, you just need to make a homogeneous mixture, and you don't want to really overwork the flour. Next, add a half a cup of milk, 1 egg, a quarter cup of vegetable oil, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. At this point, you can stir it together, and you can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer to mix it all together. Just don't mix it too much, because again, you don't want to overwork the flour. Also add your half cup of boiling water at this point. Beat on high speed for about a minute to add air to the batter. This isn't that airy of a cake, it's more of a fudgy cake, so you don't need to overdo that. Distribute the cake batter evenly between your cake pans. Bake for 30 or 35 minutes, or until a toothpick or cake tester is inserted into the pan. Enjoy your delicious chocolate cake with some ice cream and some shards of chocolate. Thanks for watching.